Welcome to Operations Analytics. I am Dr. James Rowe from Roller College of Business at Rowan University. The topic of this lecture is time series forecasting. Let's take a look at the structure of the course. We have learned linear programming in modules 1 and 2, and we are now on forecasting option, and that covers predictive analytics. And after this one, we will be learning simulation and waiting line management. There are three objectives of this lecture. The first one is to understand and know when to use various families of forecasting models. Second, apply forecast models for trends, seasonal, and random variations. Third, monitor the accuracy of forecasting. And those three things will be going through together. As an introduction, let's ask this question. Why forecasting? Why forecasting is so important? When making decisions, in the center of them lies forecasting. Managers, managers and companies make decisions by gauging at the prospect of business and competitors in the future. In this sense, having right forecasting is critical to make any decisions. First, time series forecasting. Time series forecasting is involving sequence of values recorded at successive intervals of time. The intervals can be days, weeks, months, years, or other time units. Examples include weekly sales of personal computers, quarterly earning report of any corporation, daily shipments of everyday batteries, and annual US consumer price indices. A time series may consist of four possible components: trend, season, cyclical, and random component. The trend component is the general upward or downward movement of the data over a relatively long period of time. For example, total sales for a company may be increasing consistently over time, or it could be consistently decreasing over time. Seasonal is having a pattern of fluctuations above or below an average value that repeats at regular intervals. For example, with monthly sales data on snow blowers, sales tend to be high in December and January and lower in summer months, and this pattern is expected to repeat every year. Quarterly sales for a consumer electronics store may be higher in the fourth quarter of every year and lower in other quarters because of Thanksgiving and Christmas sales. Cyclical component of a time series is a pattern in annual data that tends to repeat every several years. The cyclical component of a time series is used only when making very long-range forecasts, and it is usually associated with a business cycle. Sales or economic activity might reach a peak and then begin to recede and contract, reaching a bottom or trough. At some point after the trough is reached, activity will pick up as recovery and expansion take place. A new peak would be reached and the cycle would begin again. Lastly, random variation is something that happens with irregularity, and it is unpredictable because it's happening randomly. Any variation in a time series that cannot be attributed to trend, seasonal, or cyclical variations would fall into this category. If data for a time series tend to be level with no discernible trend or seasonal pattern, random variations would be the cause for any changes from one time period to the next. So the four discussions are included right here. So this is a trend, and we see some seasonality, maybe in the summer and in the winter, and we have this cyclability. Um, we have, for 3 or 4 years, there's a pattern to go through, and here is random variation, something that you cannot tell where it is coming from. If you put everything together, then your data would be just moving like this, and then it's constantly increasing again like this. So it's changing, but it's increasing. So then it might look like your time series forecasting.